is just understanding. I also think that sometimes that super strong work ethic can work against you in being an entrepreneur, because sometimes I wish I would have given up earlier on something that just wasn't working and just cut bait and moved on. Because there have been some times in my career where I've been trapped by the fact that if I just work harder, I know I can work my way through anything and make it work. But sometimes
until you can't.
Sometimes you just you dig the ditch so deep. I mean, you come through on the other side and you win, but at what cost? You've used such a tremendous amount of resources to get it done. So I think that we need to maybe swing the pendulum back the other way. This is for me personally. Sometimes there have been a few projects I've invested in that I wish I had cut bait earlier.
Sometimes you can't see beyond the ditch. You dig the ditch too deep. You can't see beyond it. The ditch caves in on you. Both sides.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's just our behavioral profile, man. I mean, like on the disc profile, I'm such a D. I'm such a, I just think that if I'll just keep digging deeper and I'll eventually get there. And I think sometimes with perspective, it's like, man, I was digging this crazy big hole. But if I just moved it 1 degree to the north, I would have been done in a day, whereas I was digging for a decade. So I think sometimes too, I just want the audience to think through that.
That's good.
And I think that's part of entrepreneurship. I mean, if something's just not working, changing to something else may be your best tact. But I think society is just in a place right now where if you give up on something, you're a failure and nobody wants to tell their friends. And so that's a problem too.
So I think, will you continue on the ditch scenario, since it's kind of part of our title there anyway. Yeah. But, it's kind of, now I look back and I say, is there, time that should be spent, looking way above the ditch, of course. And then is there other people that you should be getting to look at the direction of the ditch with you more often, right? And that's something I think I didn't know early on. And I think a lot of people they're competitive, hard driving, they think they got all the work ethic in the world, so they're going to get it done. Even if it's the hard way, they're going to get it done, but they spend, crazy time, going the wrong direction.